Set to go back to racing here in Detroit. On the opposite shore from the pits is Belle Isle and the Detroit Yacht Club. And Lindsay Guthrie is checking out the action over there.
For more than 100 years, the Detroit Yacht Club has been the most exciting place to watch unlimited hydroplane racing.
Lived here my whole life, and this is the first time I've been down for the boat races. Fantastic.
I've been here several years, a lot of time sitting in the stands. I just love the excitement of it. It's fast, love the air show, love to see the hydroplanes go by, just love it all.
My wife and I have been members here at the Yacht Club for 18 years and pretty much stood at the end of this dock for every unlimited event here in Detroit.
We're members of the DYC and love coming down here and watching them.
It's a full weekend event. It's nothing that we would miss. If there's any way possible, we move heaven and earth to be here to watch it. I mean, we've got the best seat in the house, so you can't really complain, right?
I think we have the best seat in the house.
Yes, we do.
Getting ready for 3A, and here is the starting lineup for Heat 3A. 6 boats: Scott Lidicoat, Cal Phipps, J. Michael Kelly, Brian Perkins, Mark Evans, and Mike Webster in the 22. Those are the 6 drivers in Heat 3A. Take a look at our GoPro onboards as these drivers look to pick out their lane for the start.
These guys have already gone past the 1-minute commitment pin, but now they're getting ready to come up into this rooster tail turn. And that's where they're going to have to establish their lanes for this start.
Looking to see if anybody's going to try and leapfrog some of the other boats. J. Michael Kelly looking back at Cal Phipps. On board with Kelly. He will be busy in there. Oh, it looks like Lidico got washed down by Brian Perkins, and that's more than likely going to be a penalty.
Yeah, that's probably going to cost Brian at least a lap there.
E3A coming down to get the green flag. It's a legal start. All boats are good.
Looks like J. Michael nailed that start, Bill. Here comes Cal, and he has been getting used to this boat. This is his 3rd heat, but there's always something different about a new boat, and he's got to get used to that.
4 wide, heading into the first turn. On board with J. Michael Kelly in the Degree Men 88. There's Cal Phipps chasing him. That's first and second. And Cal watching that boat in front of him and that wall of water.
Here comes that speed we were talking about before. It looks like Cal's going to pull up on him on the outside. Here's a section right here, Bill. When these guys get close down to the Detroit Yacht Club, that wind comes directly across the race course and wants to change the entire attitude of the boat.
What's it want to do to it?
Wants to lift that right sponson up and throw it right in your face.
Kind of like that?
Exactly.
Battle for the lead. J. Michael Kelly in the Degree Men 88 coming back on Cal Phipps and Miss Red Dot.
This is going to be a great heat here. We got speed on the outside, but J. Michael is taking the shortest way around this big course.
This is a whole different week for these guys in this 88 boat. All kinds of problems at Madison, and now they are running deck to deck for the lead.
You see those buildings on the right there? That wind is going to be tunneling through, and it's going to cause the same thing as the Detroit Yacht Club. It wants to lift that right sponson.
So you really got to be feeling that when you're in the cockpit.
Absolutely, Bill. I mean, this is something where you get halfway down the race course and you are all into that front wing.
J. Michael Kelly in the inside lane, battling with Cal Phipps for the lead.
We have to keep something else in mind here, too, Bill. This is the biggest turn on the race circuit, and it goes all the way down to the smallest turn on the race circuit.
The bridge turn is the biggest one. The rooster tail turn, the shortest one, the tightest one. That's Brian Perkins. He is 3rd on the course, but last in scoring. He has been penalized for washing down the 7 before the start of the race. On board with Mark Evans in the 57. Back up front, Cal Phipps starting to stretch it out just a little bit, but J. Michael Kelly with that inside lane and the advantage fighting back.
Cal giving him just enough room. Actually, he's gone out a little bit more, and they are both flying those boats early out of the turn.
Boy, this Miss Red Dot team has been fantastic the first 2 weeks. All the work they did in the offseason, a different driver in the first 2 races, they have really performed well. So has this guy, rookie Scott Lidicoat. Falcon.com got washed down at the start, but back up to speed now. There's Mark Evans. He's in 3rd, and Lidicoat is trying to run down his teammate for a position. And remember, all these points add up to get you into the final.
At the end of the straightaway here, Bill, this is one of the fastest race courses we run on. This is 190 miles per hour plus.
That's Perkins in the green boat on the outside. Remember, he's been penalized. These two boats, these are teammates. Liddicoat in the black 7. There's Evans in the red 57. The pass for third. So Liddicoat, who was washed down at the start, has come back to take the third position. Meanwhile, Cal Phipps up front, and Miss Red Dot coming around to get the white flag. I don't know if J. Michael Kelly's going to have enough for him, even if he does have that inside lane.
I don't think so, Bill. Cal is flying that thing. He is on a roll.
Well, those boats are really dancing down there. Liddicoat going past Brian Perkins, who again has been penalized for washing down the 7 at the start. Whoa! Mark Evans getting a little airtime there, huh?
Bill, this is one race course where you do not want to go outside the perimeter buoys because there's a cement wall waiting for you.
That's right. It's on board with the race leader, Cal Phipps, Miss Red Dot. Half a lap from the finish.
You're that far out front, Bill, you determine the race course and let everybody else follow you. Clean shot.
Past the Detroit Yacht Club. J. Michael Kelly. Looks fine when you're going straight, but when you get in the turns, that's a lot of work. Whoa! Working those wings a little there?
Absolutely. On this back straightaway, watch that front wing go down. As soon as he gets into this corner, the wing is up. Now he's trying to pack as much air as he can around that thing to get through the corner.
In the air to lift the boat out of the water. Less drag, more speed. Checkered flag. Cal Phipps dances across the finish line for the win in Heat 3A. Followed by J. Michael Kelly. And another good run for Scott Liddicoat. Cal Phipps ran the fastest lap on lap 3, over 146 miles an hour. Mike Webster did not start. Brian Perkins penalized for washing down the 7. Now, you saw Mark Evans finish 4th in that heat, but the boat has been doing double duty this weekend as Bianca Bonassini, who is part of Ted Porter's driver development program, got some seat time this morning.
You know, Bill, this has to be an absolute thrill for her because she's coming out of one of the smallest classes in hydroplane racing. Now she's in the biggest.
And on the Detroit River, a thrill for driver and coach.
All right, Bianca, that was a great run for your first time ever in an unlimited hydroplane. Tell us how it felt.
No, it was just a heavier 1 liter, honestly. I expected it to be a lot more difficult around the turns, and definitely weight training helped, and I'm ecstatic right now.
You did a great job, and I think a few of these guys on shore should be a little concerned next year.
Oh, let's hope.
Guys, I'm so excited because I get to be the water boy now. So.
That's Mark Evans, her co-driver and coach. Over to Mike with winner Cal Phipps.
Cal, that was impressive. You've got to be extremely happy with this chute speed. You were able to hold off J. Michael Kelly, and now you're headed, I think, into the finals.
I hope so. It's a mathematical game. We said we're going to take it easy, but I think everybody was playing conservative. So they left lane 2 open. I sized up the field coming up late like I had planned. Hey, this Red Dot Corporation boat's running. These guys won't stop working. Detroit Yacht Club, I wanted to hear them horns again. This Air National Guard Series, it's anybody's game.
It's the Gold Cup. Nobody's going to take it easy. Back to Detroit in a moment.